Ever wondered why spices have been a coveted treasure across centuries and continents? Welcome, dear friends, to the enchanting world of spices. These tiny little powerhouses of flavor have been the catalyst of history, influencing exploration and trade and even sparking wars. Spices have been prized possessions, as valuable as gold and silver, and their allure has shaped the course of human civilization. From the ancient Egyptians who used spices in their rituals and medicines, to the European explorers who sailed across treacherous seas in search of these aromatic treasures, spices have always held a mystique. They were the currency of the ancient world, the impetus for exploration, and the backbone of empires. But what is it about spices that made them so desirable? Beyond their culinary uses, they were revered for their medicinal properties, and their preservative qualities were essential in an era before refrigeration. And let's not forget the sheer variety of spices available worldwide, from the fiery heat of Indian chilies to the fragrant sweetness of Indonesian cinnamon. Spices offer a kaleidoscope of flavors, colors, and aromas. They can transform the most mundane of meals into a gourmet delight, and each spice has its own unique story to tell. Consider the humble black pepper, once so prized that it was used as currency and even referred to as black gold. Or take the exotic saffron, painstakingly harvested from the crocus flower and more precious than gold by weight. Then we have the pungent garlic, a staple in kitchens around the world. But did you know that ancient Greek athletes would consume garlic before competitions, believing it boosted their performance? And don't get me started on nutmeg, a spice so sought after in the Middle Ages it was said to ward off the plague. So as we embark on this journey through the world of spices, we'll uncover the tales these spices have to tell, from their growth and harvesting methods to their processing, packaging, and culinary uses. From the humble black pepper to the exotic saffron, spices have shaped our world in more ways than you might think. Did you know that behind every mouth-watering dish is a dash of chemistry? Yes, the tantalizing flavors we savor from our favorite spices are all thanks to the magic of chemistry. Now let's delve into the science behind the spice. Each spice, from the fiery chili pepper to the aromatic cinnamon, has a unique chemical composition that gives it its characteristic taste, aroma, and color. The flavors we experience are a complex interplay between our senses and these chemical compounds. Intriguing, isn't it? Take, for instance, the capsaicin in chili peppers. This compound stimulates the heat receptors in our tongue, tricking our brain into thinking we're experiencing heat. The spicier the chili, the more capsaicin it contains. That's why chili peppers can leave you reaching for a glass of water. It's not just the heat. Capsaicin is also responsible for the pain you feel if you accidentally get chili in your eyes. So, handle with care. Did you know that black pepper, one of the most common spices, owes its pungent kick to a compound called piperine? On the other hand, the lovely warm aroma of nutmeg comes from a compound named myristicin. Fascinating, right? Now let's talk about turmeric, the golden spice. Its vibrant yellow color comes from a compound called curcumin. But it's not just a pretty face. Curcumin has been celebrated for its potential health benefits, including its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. These chemical compounds in spices not only contribute to their taste and aroma, but they also interact with our bodies in various ways, affecting our mood, metabolism, and even our health. For example, spices like ginger and cinnamon are known for their potential health benefits, including aiding digestion and controlling blood sugar levels. So, the next time you're enjoying a spicy curry or savoring the aroma of freshly ground spices, remember, it's not just the flavors you're experiencing. It's a symphony of chemical reactions playing on your senses, making every bite a unique gastronomic experience. So next time you're sweating over a spicy curry, remember it's just a bit of chemistry. Think spices are just for taste? Think again. Now let's sprinkle some health benefits into our spicy discussion. Spices are not just about adding a kick to your dishes. They are packed with a wealth of nutrients that can give a boost to your health. Many spices are known for their antioxidant properties. What does that mean, you ask? Well, antioxidants are like your body's little helpers, fighting off harmful free radicals that can lead to disease. Spices like turmeric, cinnamon, and clove are champions in this arena, providing a powerful punch of antioxidants in just a small sprinkle. Now let's spice things up a bit more and talk about anti-inflammatory properties. Many spices, including ginger and black pepper, contain compounds that can help reduce inflammation in the body. This can be especially beneficial for those dealing with chronic conditions like arthritis or inflammatory bowel disease. It's safe to say these spices don't just bring the heat in the kitchen. Now here's a humorous anecdote that might tickle your funny bone. In medieval times, people believed that spices had magical healing powers. One particular spice, nutmeg, was considered a cure-all for various ailments. It was even thought to ward off the plague. While we now know that spices can't exactly perform miracles, they certainly do have a range of health benefits that make them a valuable addition to our diet. So, next time you're feeling under the weather, why not try a warm cup of ginger tea or a sprinkle of turmeric in your soup? It might not ward off the plague, but it could certainly give your immune system a spicy boost. As we delve deeper into the world of spices, it's clear that they offer more than just a culinary adventure. They pack a punch of health benefits, from antioxidant to anti-inflammatory properties. So, next time you're cooking, remember, a sprinkle of spices isn't just about flavor, it's also about health. It seems that a spoonful of spices really can help the medicine go down. Ever wondered how your favorite spices make their journey from farm to your pantry? Let's embark on an adventure, the grand journey of a spice. Let's take, for instance, the fiery chili pepper. It begins life innocently enough, as a tiny seed planted in the fertile soils of India. It's nurtured with care, watered by the monsoons, and warmed by the tropical sun until it transforms into a vibrant red fruit ready to be plucked. Harvesting spices is an art form. For delicate spices like saffron, it's a painstaking process that involves hand-picking the crimson stigmas from the center of the crocus flower at dawn, before the sun can steal their precious aroma. Imagine that, the world's most expensive spice, gathered in the delicate blush of dawn. But our journey doesn't end in the field. After harvesting, spices undergo processing to preserve their flavor and color. Our chili pepper, for example, is dried under the sun, allowing it to develop that smoky, fiery flavor we all love. It's then ground into a fine powder, ready to add a kick to your dishes. Or consider vanilla, the sweet and fragrant queen of spices. After being hand-pollinated and harvested, the green vanilla beans are blanched, sweated, sun-dried, and fermented. This months-long process is what gives vanilla its intoxicating aroma. Then comes packaging, the final step before spices hit the market shelves. They're carefully sealed to lock in the freshness, the aroma, the essence of their journey. Whether it's packed in a glass jar or a foil pouch, every spice carries a story, a journey from a distant field to your kitchen. So, the next time you're cooking, remember the adventures of your spices, the early morning harvests, the meticulous processing, the miles traveled. Each pinch, each sprinkle is not just flavor. It's a tale of tradition, patience, and care. Next time you sprinkle some cinnamon on your latte, spare a thought for its long journey. Ready to embark on a culinary adventure? Let's embark on a journey around the world, one spice at a time. Our first stop is India, the spice capital of the world. Here, turmeric isn't just a spice, it's a medicinal herb, a dye, and a symbol of purity. In a classic Indian dish, chicken tikka masala, it imparts a vibrant golden hue and a warm, earthy flavor. Now let's travel to the Middle East. Za'atar, a blend of thyme, sumac, and sesame seeds, is a staple here. Sprinkled on flatbread or mixed into olive oil, it's a flavor that's as complex as the region itself. Next up, Mexico, where the humble chili pepper reigns supreme. Whether in a smoky chipotle sauce or a fiery habanero salsa, chilies add a kick that's as lively as a mariachi band. Now let's fly over to Italy. Basil, a key ingredient in pesto, is as Italian as gondolas and gelato. But be warned, basil can be a bit of a diva. It doesn't like heat, so add it at the end of cooking or it'll throw a flavor tantrum. And let's not forget China, where star anise takes center stage. It's the secret ingredient in many dishes, lending a sweet, licorice-like flavor. But remember, it's a star, not a supernova. Overuse it and your dish might end up tasting like a candy factory. Now, who hasn't had a spice disaster in the kitchen? Like the time you mistook chili powder for paprika and turned your mild chicken stew into an inferno. Or when you added a handful of salt instead of sugar into your apple pie. Ah, the trials and tribulations of cooking. So whether you're a seasoned chef or a kitchen novice, remember, spices are not just about heat. They're about depth and complexity, about adding character to your dishes. They're about taking you on a journey from the comfort of your kitchen to the bustling streets of Marrakesh, the aromatic markets of Delhi, or the tranquil gardens of Tuscany. Remember, in the kitchen, as in life, a little spice goes a long way. So, are you ready to spice up your life? We've journeyed through a world of flavors, delved into the chemistry of spices, and even explored their health benefits. We've seen how these tiny, potent packages of taste and nutrition have shaped history and followed their journey from farm to fork. The world of spices is vast and varied, and we've only just scratched the surface, so keep exploring, keep tasting, and keep experimenting. After all, variety is indeed the spice of life.